Week number 8 is here in the NFL season. After a pretty tame week 7, we get into the recap on King Film Sports. Also, special thank you to all of you guys for hitting 1,000 subscribers. It is a huge milestone for everyone who is not subscribed already. Please hit the subscribe button and also hit the like button to support the channel. But yeah, as we get into this week 7 action, it was not a great week for our picks here. Started out on Thursday Night Football, Browns and Broncos. It was a very wild game because a lot of backups in, but we did hit Browns -2. Then on Sunday, never betting the Panthers again. Had a -2.5. I thought they had to win in New York, but Giants end up running them 25-3. No more faith in the Panthers, especially without McCaffrey. Not going to bet on them for a while. Then we had the Bears +14 at Tampa Bay, and this one was so far from what actually happened. I think the final score was 38-3. Justin Fields couldn't do anything on offense. I mean, the Bucs D-line was just harassing him all day. Bears offensive line just didn't even travel to Tampa Bay. And as usual, Tom Brady has a pretty good day on offense, so that one was nowhere close to being true. But for the game picks, we actually ended up doing pretty well as we went 9-4, so 69-38 there. That's a decent record, I would say. And then for the betting locks, another losing week, down 1.1 units last week. So we are still up 6.5 units on the year, but we need to have a bounce back week, and we will have a lot of action on the board for this week. So I expect us to bounce back big. And now we get into the action for week 8 of the NFL season. I think it's going to be a much better slate than we had last week. Also, reminder that Paul's pick of the week will again be on Sunday Night Football between the Vikings and the Cowboys. But first, we get into our first lock of the week, which is on Thursday Night Football. Very highly anticipated matchup between the Packers and the Cardinals. And give me the Packers plus the 7 points. This is just way too many points for this Packers team on primetime. Now, I know that it was 3 to 4 points. Then it got announced that Davante Adams was on the COVID-19 reserve list, so he's obviously out in this matchup. But I still like the Packers to keep it close. Aaron Rodgers on national television, he's going to come to play. And there's something just a bit fraudulent about this Cardinals team. They did not play well in some of their games, especially the Vikings and the Niners. I mean, they could be caught here at home. Packers defense played opportunistically in the Washington football team game. Football team offense had been pretty good all year, only put up 10 points. So I think this one's going to be a high-scoring shootout. Not taking the Packers to win. Give me the Cardinals to win, but give me the Packers to cover the touchdown spread there. I think it's going to be a close game. Next, we get on to the Sunday action. Bengals at Jets. This one is very easy to predict. Give me the first place Bengals to beat the Jets in New York. I mean, Jets off of a bye week, and they get blown out by 40 against the Patriots. So I see no chance they win this one. Give me the Bengals big. I think Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow have another big day. Next, we get into a critical AFC South matchup because if the Titans win this game, it's basically over because then they'd have the tiebreaker over the Colts and they'd be up 3 games. So they'd be essentially up 4 games halfway through the season, and that's pretty much insurmountable. It is in Indianapolis, and the Colts have been playing good football, won 3 of their last 4, but give me the Titans to win this game. I mean, they are just a stalwart in the AFC. Things were looking a bit shaky early on, but last 2 weeks, given they were at home, they beat the Bills and they beat the Chiefs. So what can you really say about them here? I think their offense is rolling. Derrick Henry didn't even have a big day against Kansas City, but they did all they did. And then their defense came to play against Kansas City. I mean, their defense has been suspect for the last couple of years, but if they can play like that, they will give any team fits. So give me the Titans to keep up their magical run and win in Indianapolis. Next, we get to another lock, and it is a bit of a degenerate play, so you do not have to hop on if you do not feel comfortable, but give me the Rams -14. Yes, I will take them to cover the 2 touchdown spread because Texans with Davis Mills, I just do not think they are a good football team whatsoever. In fact, I think they're the worst football team in the league. Whereas the Rams, they played a far too close game against the Lions. I think they will get things in order. I think Sean McVay will make sure his team plays a lot better. But even so, they still won the game by 9. I mean, it feels like the Lions got so many things to go their way and still weren't even close in the end. So give me the Rams to blow out the Texans. I mean, you saw last week when the Cardinals played the Texans, the Cardinals were shuffling their feet for the first half of the game, and they still end up winning by 26 points. So you could even alternate spread this thing up to 21, potentially 28, 30 points. But regardless, give me the Rams big there. Next, we have a critical AFC North matchup between two teams that need a win in the division, Browns and Steelers. Give me the Browns to win at home. There's a lot of gray area on this team. I don't even know who's going to play in this game. I don't know who's going to start at quarterback, anything like that. But I just think they have the better squad. I think the Steelers, even though they're off a bye, they don't really have an identity. They've won their last 2, but against terrible competition in the Broncos and the Seahawks. This one in Cleveland, give me the Browns to win this one narrowly there. Next, we get on to our third lock of the slate, and it is the Lions at home. Give me them plus 150 money line. I know that they are an 0-7 team. They are the worst team record-wise. But, man, this team competes for Dan Campbell, and there is something about that I like. And I am drawn to betting them, once again, plus 150 money line to get their first win at home. I mean, if they're going to get it soon, it has to be this game. In the Motor City, against an Eagles team, Eagles looked pretty surprisingly good the first few weeks. But these last couple weeks, it's been an absolute tire fire for the Eagles. I mean, in Las Vegas and for the first half of the game, they could not do anything on offense. Jalen Hurts not playing well. Nick Sirianni, I question his leadership. So give me the Lions to win at home with great value on the money line plus 150. Next game, another early window lock. Niners at the Bears. I know some may think this is a freezing cold take because of the Niners' 4-game losing streak, but I'm going to take them on the road in a tough environment in Chicago to cover the -3 spread. I just think this is a great matchup for the 49ers because I think they will be able to run the ball in the Chicago offense. I think Jimmy G will play a lot better because it won't be the atmospheric river that it was on Sunday Night Football. I think he'll actually be able to throw the ball decently well. Kyle Shanahan also deserves a great deal of the blame, and I think he will coach a better game in Chicago. And then when it comes down to the Chicago offense, I mean, there's nothing to say about them. I don't even know if they'll put up double digits in this game because, I mean, Justin Fields did not do anything in Tampa Bay, and I just expect DeMeco Ryans and the Niners defense to just send the blitz every single play, and I do not think that Justin Fields will be able to deal with it. Give me the Niners to win big there and get back on the winning side of things. Next, we have the Panthers at the Falcons, and I know I said I'm done with the Panthers, but I will still pick them in this game. Not a betting lock or anything, but I just think they are the better squad. I think their defense will have a decent game against the Falcons' offense, and I think as long as Sam Darnold just plays a decent game in this one, I do not think the Atlanta defense is that good. So give me the Panthers to get a bounce-back win there. Next, we have our final lock of the week, number 5, Dolphins at Bills. You already guessed who I have. Bills, -13. I know this is a gargantuan spread again, much like the Rams-Texans game. But this time, Bills at home. Tough environment for Miami to play on. And remember, in week 2, when these two teams played in Miami, 35-0, the Bills ended up winning. I actually like the way that Tua's been playing. He's really kept the Miami Dolphins in these games the last couple of weeks, but their defense just crumbles. Josh Allen and Brian Daboll off of a bye. I think they will shred this Dolphins defense, put up 30 to 40 points. And when it comes down to it, I think Tua will have a worse day against this Buffalo defense. So give me Buffalo to win big there at home. Next, we get into an intriguing AFC matchup. Patriots at the Chargers. Give me the Chargers to win this one at home. I think they bounce back off of that loss to the Ravens a couple of weeks ago. They had the bye. Now they're at home. I think Justin Herbert plays well against a good Patriots defense. I think it is very close. Patriots have been playing close games all season, but give me LA to win at home. Next game, a weird one between Jacksonville and the Seahawks. I really was considering picking Jacksonville in this one, but I think the Seahawks will win a very low-scoring, ugly-type football game. I potentially see the final score of this one being like 10-7. I mean, on Monday Night Football between the Seahawks and the Saints, what was the final score? 13-10 there. I think it's going to be something very similar. But I really just think that Geno Smith will be able to outplay Trevor Lawrence. I think Trevor Lawrence will have a turnover or two that will be costly in this game. Seahawks really need to get back on the winning side of things, and I think they will here narrowly, but definitely would not bet on this game as the outcome is very uncertain right now. Next game, we have the Washington football team at the Broncos. Give me the football team to get the upset on the road. I actually think they played a pretty good game in Green Bay, but just when they got in the red zone, Taylor Heinicke in this offense couldn't do a thing, making terrible mistakes, turnovers, stuff like that. I actually think their defense, who have been maligned all season, played pretty well against Aaron Rodgers and the Packers in Lambeau. Another tough environment to play in at Denver, but this Broncos team is a tire fire, or at least have been since week 3. 4 straight losses. I just have no faith in them whatsoever. I mean, if they couldn't do it on a short week against a practice squad in the Browns, I don't know how they're going to do it against a football team. So give me the Washington football team to win in Denver. Next game, we have the Bucs at the Saints. Crucial NFC South matchup in New Orleans. Still give me the Bucs to win this game. I think that Tom Brady and the Bucs offense will have a great day against this New Orleans defense. And Jameis and the Saints, I mean, if they can't do anything against an atrocious Seahawks defense, I don't know what they're going to do against the Bucs here. So give me the Bucs. Potentially, this could be another blowout. I mean, there have been some games in this season where the Bucs and Tom Brady have just exploded on offense, put up 30 to 40 points. I think that could be this game, and I think it could get out of hand quick if the Saints aren't careful. And now for the Sunday night matchup, I give it to Paul for his pick of the week.
All right, boys, we're back with my pick of the week. Last Sunday, we had the Niners and the Colts, and we did not hit. Colts won it. Very ugly game, like I said, though. But we are doing Sunday Night Football again. We got the Vikings and we got the Cowboys. And for my pick of the week, I'm going Vikings by 7. This is a bold pick, but I think the Cowboys are a very good team. This is a trap game, though. Vikings keep losing by very slim margins. I think Kirk Cousins, he's pretty good. And a lot of people don't want to say that, but he's pretty good. I know he's got some weapons around him, but he's got this one in the bag. I don't see the Cowboys doing that well against a good Vikings team. I got the Vikings by 7.
And with that, we bring it to the final game of the slate. Monday Night Football between the Giants and the Chiefs. I think this one is a get-back game for the Chiefs. I think they get to 4-4 with a win in this game. But it's not as certain as I would like to think. Patrick Mahomes going against a stout defense in the New York Giants. I mean, they absolutely clamped up Sam Darnold. And Patrick Mahomes did not look good against Tennessee last week. So this could be an upset if Patrick Mahomes keeps up his ways of being loose with the football. He is currently tied with Zach Wilson for the most turnovers in the league, but I do think he will get his stuff together. And I do think they will win narrowly against the Giants, although Danny Dimes might have something up his sleeve in this primetime matchup. With that, please let me know what your guys' predictions are for week number 8 of the NFL season. Let me know in the comments down below. I would like to know. Do you guys feel good about the 5 betting locks this week? Let me know your guys' plays in the comments down below. As always, be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one.